I'm Bernadette Holder, publisher of UnCommon Gospel Magazine, and here's a rare interview with the multi-award-winning Kirk Franklin, and this is from your friends at UnCommon Gospel Magazine, and thank you so much and be blessed.
Yo, family, this is Kirk Franklin, and you're checking me out right now on UnCommon Gospel. It's not your ordinary praise, y'all. Let's go.
How are you?
I'm doing good. What's happening? How you doing?
I'm beyond excited. It's an honor to be able to speak with you about this project. I'm so excited.
Oh, man, the honest mine. Trust me about that.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you had a moment to speak with UnCommon. And before I ask you about the album itself, I really wanted to know, you've been doing music for so long. What keeps you motivated to even do this?
You know, I think that life itself is a song, man. It's that whatever you face, that always seems to be something that the Lord uses to write another song through you. So as long as you live, you're going to have mountains and valleys. And so within those mountains and valleys, there's always a song. And there's always music that comes from that. And how can you get tired when life is always keeping you on that journey,
Right. Well, you've been amazing at coming out and being different. Your message is different, and that's what I like, because you have a strong message, but you have a godly message, and you don't shy away from that. And it's been received not only from the gospel community, but also from the mainstream industry. And so what was your inspiration behind this particular album?
Well, my inspiration is just really God himself, because he's the one that gives these songs. I mean, these songs come directly from him, and I can promise you that it's not a talent, within itself, that it has to come from something, someone bigger than yourself, and I'm very confident it's the Lord's kindness himself that's giving these songs, really.
Well, I know with this, I've listened to it over and over again, and this is some of your best work. It's so amazing. I don't say that lightly, because you've had some amazing songs. I mean, from the very beginning to come out with the first album in 93, with the family was unbelievable. Why We Sing, and it was a different voice, but to come out with something like this now and Losing My Religion, I'm trying to narrow down my favorite. I think my favorite on this particular project is It's Time, because I just feel like that's it. I'm claiming that. That's my proclamation. So that song really speaks to me. But just how you started out with Wanna Be Happy, what made you pick that one first?
Oh, well, you never really know what song to go with first. I think that song just happened to be first because everybody around me really seemed to kind of lean towards that one as the first single. And, my attitude was kind of like, okay, because I don't know. Sometimes with a single, it's like you're trying to pick your favorite child, and,
right.
And how do you pick your favorite child in the midst of all, these beautiful kids that you've been given? And really, that's how I feel about this album. I agree with you. This album is an incredible body of work. It is.
Yes.
It's phenomenal. It really shows also my love for cinema, because it feels like a movie, like the whole album. It kind of feels like an audible movie.
I can see what you mean by that. And you know what? It starts out really strong. I like that you don't tiptoe to what you're trying to say. You walk right up there, and it starts off really powerful and intense with Losing My Religion. What made you start with that being the intro? Because it's powerful. It makes you stand up and listen.
Well, I think that there needed to be a strong definitive to what the title, and I feel like that song or that spoken word piece really does that well. So for people that may be confused or may not understand exactly what it is I'm trying to say about Losing My Religion, I think that spoken word piece really gives it a very clear intro to what it is he's trying to say about his view, his perspective on what religion is, and what it has meant in his life, and how he wants to portray that to the listener. And I hope I did a good job of it.
You did a great job of that. Have you found that you've had backlash from that title because people didn't even understand? They didn't know what it was. They just automatically saw the words and assumed, what does this mean?
Somewhat, but I think that there's a great group of people that have walked with me for so many years that, that if you follow my music, I've always kind of hinted and my views and my perspectives and my philosophies on God and church and religion, if you follow me, this really shouldn't be a surprise, I don't think. Do you think?
Right. I agree with that. And when I saw the title, I knew right away that it was something powerful, and I couldn't wait to hear what it was, but I didn't expect it, and it was incredible. And like I said, this is some of your best work. I love the fact that you really have a voice. There's something there for everybody. To me, I think this will touch the mother who's listening, who's thinking about her children. I think this will touch the young man who may not know Christ but wants to have a voice or wants to hear something that he can relate to. You know, I think it has something for everyone, and I think that's what makes it powerful.
Well, that is very kind of you. Thank you.
No, I feel that. I can't wait to have everyone receive it and see what you get overall, because I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to this. I wanted to ask you specifically, where does your heart for the young people come in? Because it's clear that you have a heart for the young people.
Well, it's because I refuse to grow up. It's like I don't want to grow up. I want to be Peter Pan, I guess. I don't, you know, not literally. I don't want to be Peter Pan literally, because it's like I like hope. But, you know, I'm very comfortable not trying to act too old and too grown and too, well, you know, a preacher or a pastor would normally look like to people. And I really enjoy being full of, I guess, energy and excitement. And, you know, because of that, I just naturally enjoy the youth of life, I guess. You know, that I really enjoy that.
I think you make it easy for them. I know growing up as a PK and just working with the young people in my parents' church, you made it easier. You made it easier for me to be able to reach out to them because they saw someone who was young, who was energetic, and could be who you were and still be saved, because so many times tradition says that you can't be a certain way, you can't look nice, and you kind of dispelled all of that. So you've been doing it for years, and I think it's amazing. So I really commend you for that. Lastly, I wanted to ask you about For Your Soul roster. You have an amazing group of people. Can you tell us a little bit about your artists? Just amazing. The Walls Group, Tasha Page-Lockhart, Jeffrey Golden really came out strong, and Kristen Gray.
Yeah. I have to agree with you, man. It's an incredible team of kids, man, and you know, and a great executive team as well. And I'm very proud of the partnership with RCA, and they really undergird the vision very well. And man, you know, I'm very excited about the Walls, and we'll be very excited about the next record. And Tasha, man, she's a powerhouse. She is a powerhouse. Yeah, she's a powerhouse, and Jeffrey Golden is you know, just has one of the kindest hearts out there. Really, you know, just a very kind, big heart. And we were very excited about Christian Gray because, you know, he's already established himself with several albums for us. And so now to get him to be part of the team was a very great joy for us, and we're very proud and very humble that he wanted to be part of our family. And so we're excited about his album first quarter of 2016 as well.
Nice. Well, I will be looking forward to that. And if there was one thing you could say to the young people who are trying to find their way, and they feel different, and sometimes they feel like, you know, they don't know which path to take, what would you say to them?
I would say to them that God's love is not based on your goodness. That you don't have to be good for him to love you. That you did nothing for God to save you. God chose to save you. And so that takes the pressure off you having to try to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be Superman or Superwoman. You can be weak. You can have questions. You can have doubt. You can be confused, and that's okay. He accepts you. He's intimidated by you. And your honesty really even open up the door for you and him to have even a greater relationship. So come as you are, because you're already accepted.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking out this time. It means so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, I'm very honored, man. And, you know, just tell my fans I love them and support them. And they follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and MySpace. No, I'm playing. You follow me on everything, man. So,